So let's go back to 2003. Do you remember 2003?
Yeah.
So let me give you a little hint. Christina Aguilera just came out with the song Beautiful. And I love that song. And Nemo was in the theaters. Do you remember Nemo? Finding Nemo? Yeah. Just keep swimming, right? I mean, he was trying to find his way home. And the interesting thing was, so was I. I was a working mom at the time. But let me clarify. All moms are working moms. But I made a choice to work full-time outside of my home. And I'm married. My husband, Tom, and I have just bought this beautiful new home. But the problem, the old home didn't sell. So we have two mortgages and a bridge loan to make the down payment for the new house. So what does my husband do? He quits his corporate job. And he starts a company. So I guess that's what people do when they're in that much debt, right? And my son, Mitch, is 10 years old at the time. And just that cute sort of, that preteen, like Kevin from Home Alone, right? That gangly, toe-headed sort of kid. And he is obsessed with this thing called an Xbox. Any other parent ever have to deal with that?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, I'm obsessed with trying to run it under the tires of my car. It is the bane of my existence, right? And we've got a dog, like a lot of other households. We have a dog, the one that they all had to have, right? Oh, let us have a dog. We'll take care of it, I promise. And I know you know how that story ends, right? Yeah. And me, I'm trying to be perfect. Seriously perfect. Like in every single area of my life. Not working so well. It is a time where I feel like I am disconnected because I've taken all of these little things. I mean, they're not really a big deal. Just trying to be the perfect mom. Trying to make sure that Mitch has good friends and he's getting good grades and he makes the baseball team and the basketball team. And mostly that he doesn't hate me when he realizes the Xbox was not an accident. It was a homicide. I am trying to be the perfect size. Aren't we all? Working out like a demon. But for me, it's so I can fit in last year's fat clothes, right? Hey, I'll just take some extra jazzercise courses because, I've got all this extra time. I'm not sleeping nights. Maybe they have one at midnight. I don't know. But it's, trying to have the perfect house. Make sure everything is just so. The yard is manicured, there's pretty flowers, because heaven forbid anybody comes in and figures out I haven't folded the laundry in like 3 weeks, right? And I think as working women especially, there are like these unwritten rules that we feel that we need to keep up with. And let's not even think about, magazines, TVs, movies, all these things that we think we have to keep up with, right? And it just becomes a pressure cooker. I feel like I am responsible for everyone and everything. And it's just not going well. And I can't take the pressure anymore. It's just, I feel like I've lost touch with me. All the things I used to enjoy, they don't bring me joy anymore. I feel like I'm living in a jar with a lid, and I can see out of the jar, but I can't access it. I can't get to it. I would wake up in the morning and I would look at myself in the mirror and judge. I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, what is wrong with you? Get it together. I'm not in a place where I feel happy. I'm anxious. But the question that really scares me is, how am I going to get back to where I was before? Because all of that is just at home. At work, it's worse. Every day I get up just to do another round, I pull into the parking lot, I look at the building, and my heart just drops. I am not happy, I'm not satisfied, I feel stuck. I feel like I have more to contribute, but I don't know what that means, and I don't know how to figure it out. And the more I try to figure it out, the more I fail, until eventually I just hit the wall. I start having heart palpitations. So my heart thuds and then skitters around in my throat. My hand goes numb, I can't feel the fingertips in my left hand. You know, I'm not sleeping through the night because I wake up for hours and my mind just races. And I hit the wall. I've got to do something about this. Something's got to give. Have you been at a point in your life? Yeah. Something's got to give. Yeah. So I go to the doctor, but me being the control freak that I am, I know exactly what he's going to say. It's heart disease. I mean, I've got heart disease on both sides of my family. That must be what it is and what he's going to tell me. You could have knocked me over with a feather when he said it was stress. First thought, well, great, that's just something else that I'm responsible for, right? That's my fault. Stress. I mean, the stress was affecting me physically, and yes, if you are experiencing stress and you don't do anything about it, it can physically impact your body. And I really hope that you don't have to figure that out the way that I did, the hard way. So by the age of 40, I am on high blood pressure medicine. I am on migraine medicine for just these killer headaches. And I'm on anti-anxiety medicine now. So I am officially one mad, miserable, and non-medicated woman. Yeah. Pity my husband, right? And that was just such a dark time. And it stayed dark for such a long time until I walked into a course that showed me the power of my mind. That I figured out that I was the one who was in the most in my own way. That I was the one who was throwing up the obstacles that were causing me the stress. And when I figured that out, I began to feel relief. I began to feel hope that I had far more influence over my life and my career than I ever thought I did. And one by one, the symptoms started to go away. The medicines got taken away one by one. My life changed, just with the 6 inches between my own 2 ears. But here was the biggest epiphany. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who feels this way. I'm not the only one who goes through this. And this is not something that you're born with or not. It's something that you learn. So anybody can do it. You can do it too if you choose. What I want to invite you to do is to explore the power of your mind with me. I'm Debbie Peterson. I'm the creator of the Way Forward program. And I want you to know it is not just what you do, but it's how you think about it too. Thank you.